Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Bree, and this is Binging Books with Bree. Today, I started my 24-hour reading challenge, so I'm taking a quick break and updating you on the book I just finished. So, I finished this book in the 2.5-hour-ish mark. I give this book 5 stars. I loved it. It was such a quick read. The chapters were short, not too lengthy. The detail was great. Characters, loved them, hated others. There was a good progression between the two, like a good balance, I guess, not progression. There was so many jaw-dropping moments, and I love books like that aren't super predictable, especially if they are more along the thrillers end. I don't want to spoil anything, but basically, I'll read the back first, and then I'll give, more details if I feel like it's needed. It says, once upon a time, a young woman named Juno lived in a cabin deep in the woods on a remote island. She had only mother, father, and her little brother boy, and a book of fairy tales for company. They lived in constant fear because danger lurked on the other side of the lake, seeking them out strangers, as they called them, who wanted to destroy the family. They lived safely under 7 strict commandments until Juno was spotted by a stranger. In one moment, Juno's world comes crumbling down around her. It's clear the island she calls home is not the safe haven she believed it to be, and that more than a few secrets have been kept from her. Juno doesn't know her parents, she doesn't know herself, but whoever mother and father are, they'll do anything to keep Juno to themselves. Yeah, it's wild. Sorry, I feel like I have to cough again. They will do whatever. It's crazy. So, Good grief, I'm sorry, hold on. There's a lot, and I like how I can't even gather my thoughts because I just finished this and I'm like in awe. In the back it has reading group guides, and I love that. And I just it was just so good. There was so much to it, and I'm really trying not to spoil anything, but pretty much everything was like a plot twist, every few chapters. But think Stockholm Syndrome, where you forget who you were or what you liked and didn't like before you were with someone, and then you like it because it's all you've ever known. That was a lot of what this book reminded me of. It was very fascinating because the way it was written was beautiful. How much the parents concealed from their kids, and it made sense the way they concealed it. And it's almost it almost gave me cult vibes if there had been more families involved, but just they had rules, and they had a bunker where they could hide if the strangers ever came, and comfort pills that would knock them out and not make them feel pain so the strangers couldn't torture them for information, and 2 weeks worth of rations, very doomsday type of things. And just it's very on par with a child is obviously going to be curious why they can't. Also, one of there's so many manipulative tactics in this book, which I thought was so fascinating. The main one being if one kid got in trouble, the other also got in trouble, to keep them accountable for one another, but also to help them watch out for one another, which in reality that's just controlling. It's not so that they could be safe and secure on the island from the strangers. It's really just, if one child acts out, okay, well, we need to keep the other one in check too, and fear everything like that. I really love this book. Overall, I would give it 5 stars. The ending was wild. The whole book was pretty wild, in my opinion. It was just... This was one of the fastest reads I've ever done, and I'm trying so hard not to, like, spoil anything major, but it was just so good. I highly recommend if you like thrillers, if you like plot twists, if you like quick reads, I don't know, I got this at Barnes & Noble, and it was in, like, the buy one, get one 50 category. Yeah. Highly recommend this book if you don't know what to read, or you're in a reading slump and you need to get back into it. It was just so beautifully crafted, like, the children and their experience, and then the parents, and just the manipulation and the controlling, and how they essentially broke free, and it was so good, and it kept you on the edge of your seat. Again, there were so many moments where I just sat there reading the book like, cannot believe I just read that. Yeah, I'm just rambling and saying the same thing over again, because it was just so stinking good. But anyways, I will see y'all in the next review video. Subscribe, comment, book recommendations down below. Again, I'm going through the challenge my husband gave me of reading all the books that I haven't read before I could buy more books. So subscribe and follow along, because I will be doing a lot more book reviews and probably a lot more reading vlogs, because I need to get through these books. I want more books. I love books. So subscribe so I can show my husband, like, hey, I deserve more books. But yeah, without any further ado, I will see y'all in the next video.